I too sing America. I am the darker brother. They send me to eat in the kitchen when company comes, but I laugh and eat well and grow strong. Tomorrow, I'll be at the table when company comes. Nobody'll dare say to me, eat in the kitchen then. Besides, they'll see how beautiful I am and be ashamed. I too am America.
Dr. King's legacy. Where do I even begin?
When I think of Martin Luther King, I think of someone who gave a voice to people that usually don't have one.
His legacy has propelled me to want to push forward and move on.
It's about unity, and it's not about black or white.
Not just serve the community, but live the lifestyle of service.
You know, his dream did come true.
The poem I Too Sing America by Langston Hughes speaks of the darker skinned brother and how they're making their way to get to the kitchen table just like the other, more so the white people. I still think that poem applies to today because I still think African Americans and even other minorities are considered others instead of all of us being one entity. So we're all still striving to get to that kitchen table so that we won't be left out and we all will still be considered equal. Of course, we are making our way. We might not be eating crumbs. We might have a half a plate, but we still don't have that full plate at the kitchen table. So once we get there, I feel like America's just going to be awesome, which is already great, but you know, it's always room for improvement. So I Too Sing America still applies to today.
To me, MLK's legacy can be summed up in 3 words: dedication, purpose, and selflessness. Those 3 things really sum up what I think his legacy means to me and continues to mean for our generation.
To me, I Too Sing America symbolizes how in America we're all Americans and that we shouldn't distinguish ourselves by race, class, or gender, and that we can all work together. And that's what Martin Luther King Day is about unity, and it's not about black or white, it's about us all coming together to serve a common good purpose.
Martin Luther King, you know, it's just been a legacy for everyone. For me as a black male personally, his legacy has propelled me to want to push forward and move on to propel black people in a better position. Like Langston Hughes' poem said, I too sing America. Every day I'm trying to better myself so that everyone knows that black people are just as good as everyone else. And that's what Martin Luther King wanted everyone to know. And I feel like as I push myself and push everyone around me, I'm helping Dr. King's legacy live on every day.
For me, Langston Hughes' poems is really important because it talks about a process. The process that is American, but it's still happening. You don't know who's working in the kitchen. It doesn't matter if they're black, white, Latino, a recent immigrant. It's a process of becoming American, coming here. But it's important because we don't realize that there's still racism around, and we don't realize that people are saying that poem, that they're singing America too, and we need to help that process speed along.
In I Too Sing America, you know, you hear Langston Hughes referencing something so simple as having to have dinner in the back of a kitchen because companies coming who you presumably think are white. And you know, when I read this, one of the things that made me think about is just how so many students, and like high school students who come from like low income areas, and to be honest, black students who don't have opportunity, how they're told, you know, you'll never be able to go to college and you'll never be successful, but yet somehow they're able to strive to make it out of the ghetto that they're in. And they too have the opportunity to one day sing in America because, as Langston Hughes, he says he'll one day sit at the table. And you know, by that he's showing that he will one day too be successful because he too is American. So that for me is what I Too Sing America meant.
I come from an impoverished part of America, Columbus County, and sometimes I don't feel like I'm a part of an American citizen, but I am, and no one can take that away from me.
When I think of Martin Luther King, I think of someone who gave a voice to people that usually don't have one. I think like an advocate for the underprivileged, someone who fought for social justice. And just somebody who represented a whole bunch of people that were oppressed and just took them to a place where they can get out of it.
Dr. King's legacy. Where do I even begin? Someone who's definitely inspired me to definitely give back. One man who just gave so much for himself,
for service. Basically, he gave his life. Where would we be without him? Just because one man decided to give of himself. So, when if he can make a difference, I definitely want to try and do the same thing.
Basically, when I read the poem, I thought about equality and how the color of your skin shouldn't have a factor on the way people treat you. Everyone's the same, regardless of what color you are, regardless of the background you came from. And for that, you should love everyone for who they truly are. Like Diane right here, she's like one of my best friends on campus, and I don't look at the color of her skin, I look at who she is inside and the beauty of her personality and not her outside.
And the relevance of the poem to Martin Luther King Jr., his dream was that, I remember in his speech he said he had a dream that his daughters and sons could hold hands with people of different colors. And me and Mike, we were together all the time on campus, and his dream did come true.
I too sing America. I am the darker brother. They send me to eat in the kitchen when company comes, but I laugh and eat well and grow strong. Tomorrow, I'll be at the table when company comes. Nobody'll dare say to me, eat in the kitchen then. Besides, they'll see how beautiful I am and be ashamed. I too am America.